Hey, darlings. I wasn't intending to make content today, but there is just too much going on, and it's been a minute, and I wanted to just say a couple of things quickly, and I'm going to borrow from Interview with the Vampire and do hard words and soft words. Hard words first. Over the past 5 years, we've learned so much, and we have done so little about what we have learned. We have, at points, reached some kind of period where we thought there was going to be a mass movement, right? The 2020 movement, the George Floyd uprising, we thought that was going to be it, and it wasn't. Why? Because a lot of y'all gave up. Y'all gave up on COVID. Y'all gave up on all the ways that we need to protect each other. And why are we here where we are now? That's why. That's why. Because yes, it's the billionaires. Yes, it's the society. Yes, it's the system. But we're part of the system. We are the ones that run the engines. We're the ones that give it the power it needs to run. So when the system isn't working, that means that we are shirking some kind of really important duty to ourselves, to each other, to the world, to all of it. We've been stuck in particular ideologies, in particular groups, in particular things that are going to matter, and ignoring a lot of the foundational stuff, ignoring things like the 13th Amendment and the land back movement, which, not for nothing, we would not have these fires if indigenous people had in control of the land. That's exactly. This is not just sloganeering. This is stuff that we actually need to do if we want to continue to have a world to live on. Whatever your stated ideology, everything, conservative, liberal, socialist, communist, whatever your stated ideology, we can't forget that we're all Americans. And there's some way that we capitulate to American, capitalist, misogynist, racist society every day. And a lot of us, we do it because we have to survive. I get that. But we do capitulate in ways that we don't need to. It has become a habit. Surrender has become a habit. And now we are seeing that capitalism always does lead to fascism. And here we are. And now the soft words. They really accidentally let the genie out of the bottle when they let us communicate like this through social media. Because, again, in the past 5 years, we've all learned so much about each other and about the world. And we have that knowledge. We might not be acting on it, but we have it. And we can act on it. And I believe that we will. Because we're seeing now it's getting more and more to the point where we realize we have no choice. And most of us, especially at these moments of acute crisis, you see how most people are actually okay. It's the stress and the systems and the constant crushing pressure to compete with people around you when that's just not our nature. You are a wiser and stronger person than you were 5 years ago. That's just true. If you've made it to now, you have learned so much and you have grown a lot. As we respond to the fires and the complete change to just about everything that it's going to leave, because LA's a major city. It's part of the beating heart of this country. The waves of this are going to ripple out all around the world, actually, you know? And we often forget that a disaster, the moment of a disaster, that's only the beginning. It's going to be a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, maybe never, that some people will rebuild their lives from this. But we are learning right now that we are the only ones we have. That mutual aid and building parallel systems is the only way that this is going to work. And this time, when we build them, we don't drop them. You know, remember all the food fridges that were going up all around the country? Bring that back, right? The infinity gardens that I'm growing and encouraging everyone else to grow. Plan to grow something this year. Right? There is so much that we can do because as the system itself collapses, a lot of people are afraid that there is going to be more chaos. And yes, in some places there will be, but a lot of it's actually going to be people getting to be in community and in relation to each other in ways that we have been blocked from, that we saw a little bit of in some ways during some parts of the lockdown era of the pandemic, which is still ongoing, by the way. Please stop living for a world that doesn't exist anymore. And the world that's right in front of us is a better one, and one where we get to actually live authentically, be the people that we are intended to be, that we want to be, explore the world and each other as we wish, and even have community with the people around you in ways that are genuine, where you actually know and care about the people around you because it matters. You don't have to come up with any of the strategies by yourself. They're all out there. There are many, many, many wise people already doing a lot of that work. Find your people, find them online and find them offline, find them everywhere, right? Because you might need to know somebody who lives halfway across the country for one reason or another, be it climate change, be it the shifting tides, be it, right wing hate. You never know. So do organize locally, but don't forget that all of these connections, like the one we have right now, parasocial or not, these are real connections. They have changed our lives. You have changed my life, and I hope that I have in some way changed yours. We can do this. It's not going to be easy, but we can do this. And what's more, we don't have any choice.